So if we haven't met yet, my name is David Snitkof, and I'm one of the founders of Orchard. So Orchard is a technology platform for institutional investors and loan originators in marketplace lending. And what that means is that institutional investors use our technology to deploy capital across the industry with speed, intelligence, and scale. And it also means that loan originators, all right, got it. It also means that loan originators can use Orchard's technology to grow their own lending businesses by accessing a diverse marketplace of institutional capital. We're based in New York, but expanding globally, and very excited to be here in London, meeting with everyone in this part of the industry. So given that we have 7 minutes, what I want to do today, rather than going through a whole platform demo, is give everyone a sneak preview of one of the newest components of the Orchard platform, due to be released in December, something we call the originator database. So there's a large number of institutional investors already investing on multiple origination platforms through Orchard. And we know from talking to them that they have a desire to further expand their portfolios and further diversify the supply they have access to. But they've all come to us and said that the laborious and one-off and sometimes duplicative process of doing due diligence and setup and integration with all of these originators has become a major pain point. At the same time, literally hundreds of loan originators have contacted us saying that they want to be able to put their supply in front of more and more institutional investors and get their data accessible to them so that people can become comfortable investing in their product. So with this, we decided to create the Orchard Originator Database. And this is something, it's a new utility on the platform. It's accessible to people who are securely logged in to their Orchard Investor Portal, only to Orchard clients. And we have about 30 originators that have signed up with us, provided their data, and that we'll have on the platform in December when we launch. So I'm guessing not everyone in the industry is, not everyone in the room is an Orchard client, which is okay, give it a few months. But, but because of that, I can't actually show you every bit of data on these originators because they've shared really detailed, sensitive data about their businesses, everything you need to do the due diligence. So to walk you through this today, what I'm going to show you is a sample of what it looks like with the structure with some sample originators. So if you were an Orchard investor to log into this website, you would see, and this is just an example, all of the originators available laid out by their asset class. So you have the ability to filter by asset type, search, which will be very useful once we have many, many originators on here in the real thing. And then so we have here consumer, small business, real estate, equipment lending, just as an example. And for each originator that it shows, you can see the originator's name, their logo, a short description of what they do, and some very high-level statistics about the types of loans they offer. Let's say we want to learn more now about Fundstart Lending, which appears to be a small business originator in Western Europe. So I'm going to click there, and now I'm seeing the originator profile detail page for Fundstart Lending. So what this meant is that Fundstart signed an agreement with Orchard, filled out a database submission with us where they provided about 30, 40 pieces of information all about their business that are all displayed here. So we can see the countries where they operate, how long they've been in business, are they even open for equity investment? So many platforms actually allow investors to take warrants, which gives them some kind of confidence for taking risk in an early platform. We have a product overview. So what are they offering? What types of businesses does this lender concentrate on? What's the range of loan sizes? What are the interest rates? How do they actually make their payments? So here we're talking about ACH, loan selection active, whole loans. So sometimes that could be fractional, sometimes that could be passive loan selection, and you'll be able to see all that here. We have some high-level performance statistics, so amount lent, number of loans, expected return, charge-off rate, time to repayment. Data on their underwriting process. So how do they use commercial underwriting? How do they use consumer underwriting? What kind of technology do they have? And maybe most importantly, a very, very detailed and secure data room. So we've set up a secure data room that any originator can put into it every bit of data that you would need to do an ordinary due diligence process. So loan by loan level detail on their entire performance history, credit policy, underwriting guidelines, servicing guidelines, collection guidelines, business continuity plan, proof of lending license, everything that you really want to know as an institutional investor to gain confidence in putting your money with this new originator all in one place. So if you wanted to then learn more, speak to Orchard about it, start the integration process off with this originator, you would hit contact to enable. That'll send a request to Orchard, and someone from Orchard will reach out to you to get you started. So we're really excited to roll this out. This is coming in about a month. 30 originators already signed up, provided their data, ready to roll, and we're going to go from there. So if we have any time, we can do some questions.
Yeah, we do have about a minute. If we can field any questions at this time.
Sure. How do I, for example, what kind of access do you give to institutionals? I'm a high net worth individual. Sorry, thank you. I'm just wondering about it's more a security question. Do you sign up high net worth individuals who can potentially be shareholders in one of the sort of competitive companies, etc.?
So your question is about do we work with high net worth individuals, or do we work with people who are equity investors?
Institutionals who get the access to this valuable data that the originators provide?
Great question. So a lot of originators have asked the same question, which is, well, we don't want everyone who signs up to see our data. We want to make sure that certain people, so let's say as you brought up, an equity investor in a competing platform doesn't download our whole loan book. So originators can also set up essentially a blacklist where they would have to, certain people can't get access, and they would have to approve who's able to get into their data room. So they do have full control over the process.
Yeah, that's about how much time we have. David, thank you so much for being here. We're all looking forward to that launch in December. So thank you so much. And if you have any further questions for David, he'll be out in the hall afterwards.